Hey y'all, welcome back to Rote TV 123. All right, bear with me 1 second. I think I got something set up wrong here. How's that? It was probably okay like it was. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. So I guess you've watched the other videos of the uh let's see, one was selling all this for sale. My toys, games, or game systems. The game systems will come with games. But if you're interested, you know, just let me know. I don't know if I ever gave a price on the game systems. And Nintendo was like, with the box and everything, $200. But um, I don't know if I've got any games for it. I'd have to look. I think there's a bag of games somewhere. I think. Excuse me. I've been on a diet, so I'm like, my body is reacting to it. So anyway, uh, yeah, having headaches and all kinds of stuff. You know, that whole my body's detoxing. I've been through this before several times, so I know what to expect. So it sucks, but I need to lose weight anyway. So this show is I'm selling my DVD collection, my whole DVD collection. Okay. Um, so let's just get started. Try not to laugh too hard. Be like, oh, he's got that movie. Okay. So hoping my microphone doesn't go out. I've got one of them uh supposed to be charging. Hang on. I've got a loose connection on one of my USB ports. Probably a couple of them. Anyway, it's charging. Okay. So Monster House. I didn't even see how much these things are worth. I mean, honestly, I was just going to do like some kind of bulk sale, something like that. Let's see here. It's just a regular DVD. It's not blue. It's not Blu-ray. I'm just curious to see what it's going for. Yeah, see, there's people they're selling just the disc only. What's up with that? Huh. Uh, hmm. There's a lot of them on here. It's just disc only. That's crazy. Huh. Well, anyway, $5. Got the case. All that. Great movie. I might actually watch that tonight. Um, so and by the way, if my prices are If you don't like my prices, you can tell me. Say, hey, dude, that's just way too much for that. Now, also, I need to tell you, I do not ship anywhere. Okay. Sorry, I'm dying of thirst. Yeah, you got to come to me to get anything. It's like a store in a way. I don't. It's not a store, but you know what I mean. It's you got to come to me to purchase it and everything. But the good part is that you are saving money by doing so because and you're saving yourself probably a little bit of headache too because if you were to order something online or something like that, you don't know what you're getting. You know, you at least can come here and you can look at it and be like, yeah, dude, okay, yeah, here's $5. It's just $5. Anyway, my big fat Greek wedding. I saw it once. I mean, it's a chick flick. It's good. Whatever. Uh, I don't even remember where the heck I got that from. Probably one of my ex girlfriends or something. I don't know. Uh, let's see what it's going for. I can't believe I'm actually looking this up. Hmm. Wow. Surprisingly, I mean, it's like the disc alone is a couple of dollars. Hmm. So $5. I think what I might do is I'll just do $5 for each, you know, and then um but if you decide to let that you would like, if you buy as a bulk or whatever, or you buy all of them or whatever, like I'll set you a good price, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Raising Arizona. Man, if you ain't seen this Nicolas Cage movie, watch it. Man, it is so freaking funny. It's, it was back before it was before he got into having to make all those really bad movies. The reason he had to make them, from what I understood, is because he owed his ex-wife a bunch of money. So it was the only way he could pay her, I guess. I don't know. What a cool dude, though. Anyway, $5. Let's see. Will Ferrell, Anchorman. Yeah, very funny movie. It's got its funny parts in it. The funniest part that I can tell you in the movie is when uh the guy Paul Rudd puts on the cologne. If you've never seen the unrated version of that, oh my gosh, it is so freaking funny. Oh my gosh. When the woman walks by him, it's just like a random woman, and what she says is, oh my god, I don't want to say it on here. It's funny as shit. Oh my god. Anyway, Vacation. This is actually it's three movies in one, like three movies. So you got Vacation, it's National Lampoon's, National Lampoon, European Vacation, and Vegas Vacation. If you've never seen any of these, something's wrong with you. Hilarious movies. Not for kids, but they are hilarious. Chevy Chase, yeah, awesome. They left out one. Let's see. Christmas Vacation. If you ain't seen that, dude, watch that at Christmas time. Funny. Anyway, I'm gonna do $5 on that. Yeah. So far, I can save $5 on like each one of these. Um, Heavy Metal, the collector series. It's got the book in it and everything. Awesome adult cartoon. Very adult, but weird, awesome movie. Beer League. I don't remember a whole lot about this movie. I really don't. I think somebody gave me this. I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. But guess what? It's $5. Anyway, moving on. Sucker Punch. Sorry. Sucker Punch. A lot of people hate this movie. I know people are like, dude, that movie was the R word. It's stupid. I thought it was good. I don't have much more to say about it. Anyway, Taking Lives. Really good. I guess it's rated R. It is kind of a thriller type movie or whatever. I mean, man, when in the beginning, it's got a rough scene in it. But Angelina Jolie and Ethan Hawke. Yeah. I think I've literally seen the DVD only once. Other than that, I've seen it, streamed or whatever. The Cell. I would probably call this a horror film. Very rated R. New Platinum Line series. Jennifer Lopez, Vince Vaughn, and Vincent D'Onofrio. I think that's how you say his last name. It's a weird psychological type movie. Man, I hope my microphone doesn't go out. Hopefully my other one. As soon as my other one gets charged, I'm gonna switch it out. These are good microphones, by the way, but they only last like 6 hours. But that's 6 hours, though. I mean, seems like they only do. So, Office Space, hilarious movie. It's relatable if you've worked in an office with cubicles and stuff like that. And it's basically about a guy who just like decides one day he's not going to go to work. He just don't care no more. He's not going to do it. It's got some really good quotes in it and stuff. My brother and I are always quoting it. Why does that say double feature? I don't know what's up with that. Oh, duh. Oh, okay. That's cool. So you don't hardly see that anymore. They so it's Revenge of the Nerds 1 and 2. But it's all on the same DVD. You usually get 2 DVDs, but this one's on one side, one's on the other. It's a good way to save money, I think. Yeah, great movies. Funny, very adult, but hilarious. These water. I think I need some more light. Alexa, light on. It might not help you, but it helps me. Anyway, Spider-Man 2. Is this thing still sealed? Oh my gosh, it's still sealed. Okay, I'm looking that one up. It can't be that much though. I didn't know it was still sealed though. That's crazy. Um, I've seen the movie. Yes. I saw it in theaters and all that. So let's see. DVD sealed. This ought to be interesting. It can't be worth that much though. Ain't no way. New sealed. So yeah, $5. That's something in it. All right. By the way, if you ain't never seen any of the Spider-Man movies, come on, watch them today, man. Come on now. Strange Days, very weird movie, very rated R. Ralph Fiennes, Angela Bassett, and Juliette Lewis. I think Angela Bassett, didn't she do that movie? How Stella Got Her Groove Back, or something like that. I think something like that. She's like that black woman that's got that very muscular body, like tone. Yeah. Juliette Lewis. I don't know if it's me, but man, it seems like she always plays like some weird chick. She always, plays some like she's a weirdo. Probably not in real life, but that's what characters that she plays. It seems like. She was in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where she played a normal girl. But anyway, Ralph Fiennes, or if I'm saying that right, Fiennes, Fiennes. Is that Voldemort? Oop, I'm not supposed to say his name. Sorry. Is it? I think it is. Might be. Weird movie. I need to watch this again because I only remember like certain parts of it. It's about a serial killer, I think, or something like that. It's just, man, it's weird. Jason Bourne. I have tried watching one of the Jason Bourne movies. Couldn't get into it. It's got that nice sleeve on it and everything. Probably just, I need to sit down and just make myself watch them. Have you ever gone to the theaters and walked out in the middle of a movie? Let me know in the comments. I fell asleep one time. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it being so boring that I fell asleep. Well, they got them nice recliners in there and everything. Like, you sit back, you're like, you know. Anyway, Jacob's Ladder. Really good movie, very psychological. And it's also when they first came out with that quick, fast face movement, head shaking, whatever. Yeah. It's like a very, psychological movie. The same director of Fatal Attraction made it. That's another movie that I need to sit down and watch again. You know what? I'm gonna put those two aside. It's like with my memory, I forget a lot. I'm Mr. Forgetful. I don't do it on purpose. I have a theory that you can only store so much in here. This is your brain is your computer, and by the time we die, our brain is maxed out with information. So That'd be a good movie. So let's say that there's aliens controlling us, right? And when we go to sleep, they upgrade our computer, our brain, right? That's how they feed us information when we go to sleep. Because we kind of like we don't power down all the way when we go to sleep. We basically go into we go in sleep mode, right? Think about it. Don't think about it too hard. Your brain will blow up or something. Anyway, here is a really cool movie. It's a horror film. It's called Ghost Ship. Anyway, really good movie. It's about this crew. Okay, they are salvagers, right? So they find out, or excuse me, they they're sitting there in a bar or whatever. Anyway, this guy comes up to him, is like, "Hey, man, I know where this ghost ship is. It's basically it's a ship that nobody is manning, and it's sitting out in the middle of the ocean or whatever." And so he's like, "Dude, I'll there's something." I think I don't know if he tells him there's something on it or what. I can't. As many times as I've seen the darn movie, I can't remember what he tells him. Anyway, he's like, "Hey, I want to pay y'all. Y'all y'all will get the ship," and it's like a liner, right? It's like a cruise ship, like one of these big cruise ships. Um, he's like, y'all get your tugboats, tug it back or whatever, and y'all can scrap it, and y'all get the money for the scrap and everything. Can you imagine how much money would be in that scrapping? And so anyway, they get there and they find out it's an actual ghost ship, ghosts all over it and everything, and it is freaky, but it's really good. It's really good from I would say from start to finish. They really knew how to make a movie. So, man, it's got some freaky moments in it too. I mean, it's really, really good, y'all. It is. I don't even know if I want to sell that. I might have a no sell pile. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna put it in my little pile here. That's when you know something's good, when you want to keep it. Even though it's on DVD, I don't even have it downloaded anywhere. So, and plus it's got that cool cover too, man. If you got some ADD, ADHD, you can sit there and play with that all day. Anyway, Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get this one? I believe this was based on a true story. Watch the trailer. If you ain't seen the movie, it is a horror film. Okay, viewer discretion advised. Uh, it's about a creature who kills people and takes their parts of their body and puts them on him. He becomes, they become a part of him or something like that. Anyway, very good movie. Very good. And it's got some creepy parts in it. See, that's what makes a good horror film. The creepy parts, you know? And usually on how you make a film, you can start off with a bang, right out. Like just like it's already it's already up here. So it's a roller coaster, right? It goes like this. If you pay attention enough, you can see the roller coaster in every movie, just about. So you start out, you climb to suspense or whatever, and then go, and then it goes back down, it gets calm again, comes back up and builds up, and then go. So that's how movies are made. In a nutshell, it is. Anyway, moving on. Don't ask me why I have so many horror films. I don't know why. And I kind of surprised myself. I'm kind of like, why do I have so many horror films? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's what I like. I don't know. Anyway, Silent Hill Revelation. It is part 2, actually. The first one's better. First one's way better. Okay. Well, there's a video game for it. Kind of hard to play. Trying to remember. Came out on PlayStation 1. I think I have it somewhere. So it's about this little girl in the first one. Okay, the first one, this little girl and her mom get in a car wreck and die, and they wind up on the other side, and all this weird stuff happens. Once again, with the creepy, weird stuff, that's what makes it good. At first, the main character woman doesn't know she's dead or anything. It's one of those deals. But then she realizes and everything. It gets weird throughout there. So, but anyway, really, the first one's really good. The second one is okay. Yeah. Jim Carrey's The Number 23. Now, I've only seen this movie once. Sorry, Jim. Well, but I will not watch it again. And this is an unrated version. I don't remember anything about the movie. Probably one of his worst movies. Although there's probably people out there going, man, that's one of his best movies. He plays a guy who, he sees the number 23 in everything or something. He starts to see that and everything. And I don't know, man. It's like, it's a psychological movie or whatever. But I do remember it not being good. So, anyway, you might like it. Night of the Living Dead. This is the first one. This is unopened. It's in one of those skinny packs like that. The remake was better because they changed the ending. Usually when they change something, it's bad, but I liked it. I liked the remake just because they changed the ending and they did it right. But otherwise, both of them are creepy ass movies, man. I'm telling you. Here is a double feature: Bordello of Blood and Demon Knight. Bordello of Blood. It's basically a hoe house, but they're all vampires. And then Demon Knight, I can't remember what that is. I'd have to watch it again. I don't want to watch it again though. So Tales from the Crypt, though, Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Yeah. Anyway, that. No, I don't do the voice for it for real. I could though. By the way, if y'all know anybody, if there's anybody in America who is looking for somebody that can do voices, characters or anything like that, hit me up. Let me know what you're looking for. Because I've always been able to do, certain voices and cartoon characters, stuff like that, and even got my own and whatnot. Anyway, moving on. Walk hard. Walk hard, hard, and down life's rocky road. This was one of those, it was $1.95. Great movie. Don't watch it with your kids. Your discretion advised. But hilarious movie. John C. Riley is freaking awesome. He is great in just about everything that I have ever seen. Probably because he's got one of them funny faces. Have you ever seen him in Step Brothers or Talladega Nights? What something like that. But anyway, he's hilarious. Like him. John, if you're watching this, hit me up. Okay. So this is a movie right here that is probably never heard of or lightly heard of, but I watched it and I was like, man, they did a good job on that. But it's from the producers of The Sixth Sense, but it's called The Invisible. You might recognize that guy. He's been in like a couple things. These people they think they've killed him. Anyway, he does this out of the body experience where he's walking around and everything, all kinds of weird stuff going on and whatnot. And yes, all this weird stuff happens and everything. But anyway, it is one of my favorite films. Yep. You know what? I'm putting that in my pile. Inception. You ever seen Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio? It's got other top names in there, like Gordon Levitt. Ellen Page. Inception. It is a weird psychological movie once again. Leonardo has this machine that he can go into people's dreams, kind of like Freddy Krueger, and find out stuff about them secretly or something. Anyway, it's a good movie. It really is. I had to watch it twice to get what the heck was going on. But anyway, yeah, great. The Journey of Natty Gann. Meredith Sellinger and John Cusack. Despite what they say about John Cusack and all his, I don't know, man. Anyway, this is a great kids movie. It's about a girl who is the plot is kind of, I don't know. It's not stupid, but it's just kind of like. So what happens is this girl is being raised by her dad. Okay, she's like a teenager. And this deals back in the day when everything was like, what do you call it? Great Depression, I think, or something like that. Anyway, her dad leaves her like at this. They live at seems like they live at a motel, like a hotel or motel or something like that. Anyway, like this old rundown place. Anyway, it's old lady. He leaves her with this lady, this mean old lady, and I can't remember if he tells her where he's going. I think he does, but anyway, she doesn't end up staying there. She's like, the heck with this old lady. I'm leaving. So she runs away. to find her dad. And she goes on this journey. And she ends up meeting John Cusack. And she also meets a wolf. And can you imagine pitching this to somebody, pitching this to a boardroom or something, you know? Like, but anyway, visuals help. But anyway, she makes friends with both of them and everything. She just goes on this journey. She ends up like finding her dad in the very end and all that. And everything's all good. But everything that she goes through from A to B to get to her dad, yeah, it's all about the journey. So, which is a lot of movies, you know, there's a lot of movies out there like that. So, very good, very good kids movie, family movie. It's a family movie, yeah. You know, if I had kids, look, I'd be like, look, hey, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch this, you're gonna love it. And if you don't, you go into your room and not have any supper. But anyway, I should keep that movie. Hmm. Should I keep it? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I guess I'll probably let it go. Total Recall, the remake, the theatrical edition. Um, it's got Jessica Biel and Kate Beckinsale. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. And Kate is like, oh my god, dude, she is like ruthless in that freaking movie. She's supposed to be like Sharon Stone in the first one or the original. Yeah, dude, you don't mess with Kate, man. She'll bust your butt. Anyway, then the lead character, lead character is Colin Farrell. So yeah, I heard that dude don't even look like himself anymore. Righteous Kill. I can't tell you anything about it. I watched it. I can't remember. Maybe it's a mall movie or something, or a cop movie or something like that. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Catch Me If You Can. I've seen this movie probably 10 times, man. It was a great movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks. Is a 2-disc. Would not be surprised. Actually, it is based on a true story. It really is. It's about a kid, right? So his dad like loses his job and all this stuff and everything, and his wife is like a gold digger, and she takes off with another man and all this stuff, and um uh and Leonardo's DiCaprio, he plays a kid, and his dad is crap, what's his name? Christopher Walken. Christopher. He's a cool old dude. I think that you like it. Though I it might take some time. Okay. Anyway, great movie though. I've got it downloaded, so I don't need to keep that. Casablanca. They say this is the best movie ever made. Well, I say different. This movie sucked. I'll tell it to your face. Oh man. All right, Car Wash. Now, this is probably a cult following, I would say. It's about a group of people. They work at the car wash. Movie came out in I think the 70s. I think seemed like it was. Originally it came out in the 70s, I think. It's a funny movie. It's comedy. George Garland, Richard Pryor. I mean, come on, forget about it. Can't beat that. You know what? I'm gonna keep that one. Public Enemies. Public Enemy #1. Johnny Depp, Christian Bale, and Marlo Cartilaro. Anyway, I remember it being a really good movie, but it's one of those. There is a such thing that you can watch a really good movie once and never watch it again. Be like, dude, that was a really good movie. I'll never watch it again. But it was a good movie. It was a great movie. I don't know what makes it that. And by the way, I scale movies from like 1 to 5, or technically 0 to 5. 0 being a 0, 5 being like, dude, go buy this. Well, back in the day, you say, go buy this on Blu-ray. It's so good. Or, or download it. It is worth it. Watch it 1,000 times. Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Man, oh man, when this movie came out, forget about it. I saw this in theaters, man. I'm keeping that one. When that movie first came out, the game came out. I think the game came out first. I think. Yeah. There is a part 2, and there is there was like a TV show, and there is another Mortal Kombat movie coming out, I think, next year. I think. Don't quote me on it. Let's look it up. And man, oh man, was that movie freaking awesome in theaters. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was so psyched to see that movie. And when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, man, it had so many moments in it that were just like, yeah. We used to rock that game in the arcade. In fact, I got into a tournament in the arcade, and I was supposed to go up against this Asian kid. And this kid, I sat back and watched him first, and he knew every single move in this whole freaking. I was like, what the heck, man? He's got a built-in computer chip with all the cheat codes or something, man. Like, what the heck? So I didn't fight him because I knew I was going to lose. I was like, nope. I'm pretty sure he won the tournament. He was awesome. Sicario, Day of the Soldado. This is part 2. Sicario 1 is actually right here, actually. So that's 1 and 2 right there. Man, if you ain't never seen these movies, go watch them. Sicario, nickname Spanish for hitman. Sorry about that. I lost my microphone. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Plug this other one in. Get it going. Man, I think I keep hearing thunder. Come up a thunderstorm. Hey, what else is new? Let's see. Sorry, bear with me. I was watching it. I was watching it that whole freaking time, and all of a sudden it went. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, moving on. Along came a spider. Sat down beside her. She was eating her curds and whey. Morgan Freeman. Really good movie. I believe he plays a detective. Don't quote me on that. But it seems like there are 3 or 4 of these movies that kind of run together. So you have this one, you have Kiss the Girls. Do I have that one? You know, I have given away, or excuse me, I have let people borrow DVDs and never got them back. I've even asked them, like, "Hey, dude, you still got it?" No, man. Yeah, BS. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, so the other one's what was the other movie that went along with that? Uh, oh, Double Jeopardy. Yeah. So it seemed like those 3 movies are kind of like tied together or something. Don't quote me on that, but it seems like they all kind of like run together or something. But anyway, all good movies. Uh, and Morgan Freeman, come on, forget about it. I mean, the dude played God. Okay, come on, great. Blow, based on a true story, one of my favorite movies. It's about the cocaine, man. So it's about this guy played by Johnny Depp, one of my favorite actors, by the way. Him and his friend moved to California, and they get into selling weed, and then Johnny gets busted, goes to prison, and I mean he gets busted big time. This is based on a true story. Okay, you can look it up. So he gets busted and does his time in there, but he meets this guy who has ties with Pablo Escobar. If you don't know who he is, there's documentaries on him. Look him up. Okay, he's big time. Was. So anyway, his buddy was like, "Hey, I want you to meet Pablo." And next thing you know, he's slinging the bigger drogas. But one thing leads to another, and by the time it's all over, Johnny Depp is in prison. I need to watch it again, but it's because it said he was going to be released on this certain date or whatever this year or whatever. And so it'd be interesting to see if that guy's still alive or whatever. It's got Penelope Cruz in it. Man, when it first starts off, man, she is hot. Whew. But man, by the end of it, they give her like this like ugly wig, and she's just bleh, like, what the hell, man? But yeah, great movie. Going into my keep pile for right now. Moving on. Lucky number 11. Yes, I said that right. It's got two hitmen in it. It's got it's got an old Blockbuster video sticker on it. That's funny. Anyway, so it's about two families, right? And they live across from each other. They just happen to live across from each other. And they're going head and head and all this stuff happens and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, really good movie. Very good movie. It's one of those movies that I can probably watch more than once. So Crazy Stupid Love. Sorry. I'll explain that in a minute. Crazy Stupid Love, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei, and Kevin Bacon. I mean, come on, man. Can you get any better? Steve Carell, great guy, from what I know. Yeah, he was on The Office. Office is fun. Love it. Seen it a million times, all the way through. Steve, if you're watching this, dude, hit me up. Steve plays right from the beginning, his wife wants a divorce. His wife is played by Julianne Moore, and their marriage is just like dead. It's just like, where's the spark? Ain't no more spark or anything like that. Come on, man. And so he mopes around and he goes to the bar and hangs out. Well, Ryan Gosling is in the bar. Ryan is a lady killer, man. That dude is, by the way, this is a comedy. It's a romantic comedy. So Ryan is, and there's a twist in it too. But anyway, Ryan is like a lady killer, man. He's all about the ladies and everything and da 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 da. He's a womanizer, basically what he is. Anyway, he takes Steve underneath his wing and it's like, dude, man, I'm gonna restart your heart. Basically, I'm gonna show you how to be a man again. I'm gonna show you how to be a ladies' man and stuff and all this and da 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 da. And he does. He takes it a little bit too far. One of my favorite parts in it is with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but he takes off his shirt and she looks at him and what comes out of her mouth, I'm not going to repeat, but it's hilarious. It makes me laugh every single time. See, she is such a cutie. Oh gosh. But fun movie, great movie. Kevin Bacon, of course, plays the bad guy, whatever. Marissa Tomei plays a school teacher. I probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway. But great, fun movie. It's on my keep pile. Now, this keep pile, if you see something in there that you want, I'll sell it to you. But anyway, all right. Now, let's get a little weird. Vampire Hunter D Special Edition. It's a cartoon. He's a vampire hunter. That's all I remember. I bought this thing like 20 years ago. I don't remember nothing about it. I remember being good. Anyway, I'm gonna put that on for sale pile. The Messengers. So you have movies called Messengers, and then you have The Messengers. Back when Kristen Stewart was normal, I don't remember the movie being that good, though. It's supposed to be a horror film. got a twist in it and all that. But it's funny. It's on the cover and everything. It looks like it'd be really good, but it's not. It's not. Man, there's all kinds of paperwork in this one. Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods. Horror film. Horror. Gory. Especially near the end. It's about a group of kids. They go to a cabin in the woods. Weird stuff happens. Really good movie. It's got it's got homeboy that played Thor. Crap. I can't think of it. Chris Pratt? No. Is it Chris Pratt? No. Not Chris Pratt. No. Hang on. Chris Hemsworth. Sorry, dude. Didn't mean to get that mixed up. We're going, how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, it's from the creators of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It is a weird movie. I saw this in theaters. Cannot believe I saw this in theaters. If I knew what was going to happen, I would not have watched it in theaters. I don't watch horror films in theaters. I try not to. Great movie. You know what? I really want to keep that on my keep pile. Fifth Element. Bruce Willis plays a taxi driver. This is in the future type movie. There is like a monstrous asteroid about to hit Earth or whatever, and he has to save mankind. There's this female played by I was trying to see how to pronounce her last name. Mila Jovovich, the one that played in the Resident Evil movies. Yeah, but she's very cute and everything, and this and everything. Fun time movie. It's kind of a comedy, sci-fi. Yeah, but she plays an alien. Anyway, she has to save Earth with Bruce Willis. So, she is the fifth element. Elements as in water, earth, wind, fire. And she's the fifth, whatever that may be. She's a weapon. So, very good movie, though. I would keep that, but I think I have it downloaded. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Excellent. About two dudes, great friends. They have to go back in time to collect. Okay, imagine me trying to explain this to a board meeting. Okay, tell us about your movie idea. Okay, all right, check it out, man. It's about two dudes. This guy shows up in a phone booth, right? It's a time machine, right? Right, and they got to get in it, and he takes them to like these different pastimes, and they collect people from those pastimes. Like one of them's like Abraham Lincoln, and like they collect all these, these historical dudes, and they bring them back to their high school, and they have to put on in the auditorium in front of all the school people and the principal. They have to put on like like this play, and in order to pass their grade. And if they don't, then the world will end. The end. That's the movie. That's pretty much it. I mean, tell me I nailed it. I know I left out a lot, of course, but that's the movie. And it's like one of the greatest movies ever made. Believe it or not. Anyway, moving on. Nothing but trouble. Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Demi Moore. From what I remember, Chevy Chase and Demi Moore are heading somewhere, and they get sidetracked, and they end up going to this weird mansion that's run by Dan Aykroyd and John Candy or whatever. And it's a weird movie. It's a little bit too weird. It's a comedy, but it's like they went too weird. You know what I'm saying? You can go too weird. And it's like, reel it back a little bit, guys. But it's got its funny parts in it. It's just one of those movies. I hope everybody's having fun. I know I am. Hope I'm not boring y'all too much. Trying not to. Seth Rogen's Observe and Report. I believe this movie came out the same time. And Seth, if you're watching this, you could probably agree with me. He's probably sitting there going, "That's right, man." Anyway, Observe and Report. It's about a mall cop. Like the movie Mall Cop. Okay. So picture this. Both of those movies came out at the same time. Let's just say. So Mall Cop with James. Where's his name? Anyway. It was more kid friendly, family, whatever. Okay. And it's like Seth was watching it or something, and he's like, dude, I can make this movie in a week. Okay. And we're going to make it more real. So, anyway, so Seth plays a mall cop, like the head honcho mall cop, whatever. And he's got his little buddies underneath him and everything, whatever. And it is a rated R, if not X rated. It's like rated RR, right? Bad. It's freaking hilarious. It's a hilarious movie. Probably one of Seth Rogen's best movies. Seth, if you're watching this, I hope you like that I said that. I know you like all Pineapple Express and all that, but Observe and Report, it's one of those movies I can watch all the time. Although there's some parts that I got to fast forward through, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it is, in fact, they even put spectacularly funny, says New York Magazine. So, yeah. So, yeah. If Mall Cop is a family-oriented movie, Observe and Report would be the rated R version of it. Super rated R version of it. And they did a great job. Made me laugh. That's on my keep. Seth, it's going on my keep pile. Okay. Not yet. Okay, here's a 4-in-1, right? It is Dune and Battlestar Galactica and Last Starfighter and Flash Gordon. Can't go wrong with that one. Really great movies. Although I've never seen Battlestar Galactica. I've never watched a television show. I know, slap in the face. I've seen Dune when it first came out. I don't remember hardly anything about it. But The Last Starfighter, I remember pretty much about it. Flash Gordon, definitely remember. Go Flash, go. Go Flash, go. Go Flash, go. Anyway, that's a good one. What else? Okay, here is a crazy freaking movie. It's a comedy. It's not for kids. It's not for family. It's rated R. Amazon Women on the Moon. Have you ever seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? Or excuse me, Sucker. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Um, it's got that funniness to it like that. It's weird. It is super weird. It like starts off as a movie, right? The best way I can explain it, it's like as if you're sitting in the theaters and you're watching it, and all of a sudden the movie reel catches fire and burns or melts or whatever. And then they throw in there whatever just to take up the time, right? So it's all these different little segments and everything. One of the best ones is this guy. They're skits. They're basically skits, right? So this one skit, this guy comes home. He just wants to relax. It's played by Arsenio Hall. If anybody remembers him, is he still living? Anyway, he comes home to his little apartment, and every single thing he does, everything starts happening in his little apartment and everything. And it's hilarious. When you first watch it, if you don't laugh, you're not human. And anyway, yeah, I don't want to tell you any more about it. But anyway, that's one of the best skits in it. But anyway, Amazon Women on the Moon. You know what? I might keep that one. I got a nice little stack going there. The Goods. The Goods. So it's about a group of people who sell things for people. I don't understand. Anyway, they go to this car lot, and this car lot's dying. So they're like, okay, we're going to sell everything here. So they got the little team going and everything. And they do. They end up selling like every freaking car, all that. Says from the guys behind Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. If that tells you anything. Both of those movies are really good. So I would keep it, but anyway. Just Married. Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy. May her soul rest in peace. It's about two little lovebirds. They fall in love and everything, and then something bad happens or whatever. Or they go on their honeymoon, and like all this bad stuff starts happening and everything. They're like, "Oh my god, we are cursed." It's hilarious. I never knew how funny Brittany could be. She's hilarious, but both of them are hilarious. Both of them are great tag team, hilarious. So, yeah, I bet he misses her. All right. Now for a probably one of the weirdest psychological movies that you will ever watch. Being John Malkovich. It's got John Cusack as the main character. It has Cameron Diaz and the ugliest I have ever seen Cameron. Oh my god. Okay, take what she looked like when she came out in the Mask. You know, with Jim Carrey. That's the first time I think I ever saw her. I was like, dang, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And okay, so if she is a 10 right there in Being John Malkovich, I'm sorry, Cameron, but she would be a 0, a negative. It's like, ugh, what the hell? Anyway, but it's also got Catherine Keener, 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 Keener. John Malkovich falls in love with her, with Catherine. Anyway, so John is working in this weird office. It's like this is where the weirdness, I think, starts. The floor where he works, I believe, is only like 5 feet tall. Like the ceiling's only 5 feet tall. So everybody in there is like crouched over, walking around. And there's cubicles and everything. And he goes into his little room or whatever. And he starts like going through a file cabinet or something like that. Anyway, something falls behind the file cabinet. So he has to move the file cabinet. And when he does, he finds a door. There's this small door in the wall. He's like, what the heck is that? He opens it up and crawls in. And when he goes through it, he ends up looking, and he ends up in the head of John Malkovich. He's looking through John Malkovich's eyes. I'm telling you, dude, this movie is weird. And it's kind of like it's I don't know if it's not a horror film. It's a drama, a little bit of comedy. One of the weirdest parts is where he actually meets John Malkovich, right? So I guess it's in our universe or whatever. So John, he convinces John to go through the door. Oh, by the way, so I guess you only get like a certain amount of time or something, or if you do something wrong, the head like spits you out, and you like, it's weird. You end up like being spit out in the midair onto like a side of a highway. Comes up with this stuff, man. Anyway, so they do that, and so anyway, he convinces John Malkovich to actually go into the thing, and he ends up being inside his own head, right? But it's like it's in a different world, I think, because he's like I think he's sitting at a restaurant, and everybody has the head of John Malkovich on them. The women, the men, it doesn't matter. It's weird, man. So I'm gonna hang on to that one just because it's just so weird. Okay, so now the one that I didn't want to really show, Blazing Saddles. It's a super comedy. Came out, I think, in the 70s. This is a 30th anniversary special edition. Somebody gave me this. I did not buy it. It's very, very racist. But when you're watching, you have to keep an open mind. It's hilarious. It's a Mel Brooks movie. Just like Spaceballs. Never seen that. Never seen Spaceballs? Go watch it. That's a sell. Moving on. It's funny though. It's got sorry, hang on a minute. It's got Gene Wilder in it. And Harvey Korman, Madeline Kane. There's a bunch of other people in there that you probably would recognize. But this black gentleman, he comes to it's all Western like. Anyways, black gentleman, he comes to town, and he's the new sheriff, and nobody likes him because they're a bunch of racists. But like I said, you got to keep an open mind. That's the thing. Yeah. Don't be one of these people that go to watch a comedy stand up and get mad because of what the person's saying. Although I do not agree with what Kramer said. Yeah, that was very wrong of him. But there's a lot of them. You just got to keep them in mind. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to more horror films. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Collection, New Line Platinum Series. It's been opened. I don't think I've watched all of them all the way through. Let's look at that, something like that. I'm sorry. I need to look up and see how much it is. Bear with me one second. Anyway, let's see. Nightmare on Elm Street Collection. And it's got to be the New Line Platinum Series. Platinum. Okay, now let's see what comes up. Oh, there it is. So okay, so it's worth about $30. Okay. I'll put that right there for right now. So I have all the Friday the 13th. I'm just going to say $5 a piece on them. There's one here that's got like the 4 movies. So I might have double on some. Maybe I'm not sure, but anyway, don't quote me on that. I have all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. I have not seen all of them. I've only seen the original one, which was terrible, and I've seen the remake. And the only thing good about the remake was Jessica Biel and her fine bouquet. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? It's funny. Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey were in Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. That sucked. But yeah, I haven't seen any of them other than what I just said. So $5 a piece on those. That's all the Friday 13th. And last but not least, Chucky. Complete 7 movie collection. So I've opened it. But honestly, I don't know if I've ever watched any of them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen all the Chucky movies. I'm pretty sure. But those right there, I don't think I. Oh, check it out. He's like watching you. If you can see that. Yeah. Who doesn't like Chucky? Come on, man. Even the seed of Chucky was good, I thought. Let's see how much he is. Chucky, complete 7 movie collection. 7 movie collection. Let's find out, y'all. It probably ain't that much. Yeah, with shipping, it would cost like $17 after tax and everything. So, yeah, that'd probably be in my special collection. So, all that is my special collection. But everything else, let's tally up. Let's see what we got. How about it? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. 61. So let's see. That's $305. So I would do 300 for all that. 61 movies. It's pretty good. I know there's probably people on there going, man, things like $1 a piece, man. I mean, you go try to buy them on eBay or anything, you're gonna pay way more than that. You might pay more than $5. By the time you pay shipping and tax, all that stuff, yeah, that's what you got to look at, man. That is my research. That's what I've done. So, well, anyway, y'all let me know in the. Man, we've been going for an hour and 22. Man. So, y'all, thanks for sitting through all this. I really appreciate y'all. And, yeah, let me know in the comments if y'all are interested. Okay. And I mean, if you're one of them high rollers and you're interested in everything that I was showing on the videos, like all the toys and just the whole mound or whatever, yeah, let me know. Cut you a good deal. Even my 1934 Gibson guitar, which I still have, I don't really have a price on that. I was just wanting to see what somebody would offer. I was hoping that a celebrity would hit me up on it and be like, "Yo, I want to give you, yeah, this much for it, whatever, just to see, not a slap in the face or anything like that." Um, I mean, it is sentimental to me. You got sentimental value. I know what people say about sentimental value. It don't mean jack. Okay, I'm not stupid, but also the fact that, um, my grandpa that owned it, he's all the people he used to play with back in the day. Um, when he used to hang out with Richard Petty's dad, Lee, sit there and play on his front porch and everything. I just wish I knew who he played with, if it was somebody that was famous, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to try to have some more videos. This is all I've got for you for today. I've got tons of stuff for sale. I've got mom's stuff, other than my own. So it's just, it's just a lot. So anyway, all right. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching Boat TV, guys. Y'all been awesome.